Hey everybody, this is Paige and I want to welcome you guys to the Designing Mosaics video series. So in each video I will be going over a different design principle. So whether you use our page patterns or you freestyle your pages, these are great design tips to keep in mind when creating your pages. Today I am going to start off with balance. Balance is the visual weight of elements in your design. So everything on your pages, including colors, shapes, embellishments, and photos, all carry a weight. And it's important to make sure that this weight is distributed in a way that appeals to the eye. So before I continue, there is an article on mosaicmoments.com that explains the different types of balance. So check that out on our blog. I will have a link in the description below. But to start off this video, I will briefly go over each type of balance you can use for your pages. First is symmetrical balance, which is when each element is equal on both sides of your layout. So if I placed a line in the center, you can see both sides mirror each other. Second is radial balance, which is when the elements are placed in a circular pattern. So all of the elements, including shapes and embellishments, rotate evenly around the center. Last is asymmetrical balance. Even though this creates a puzzle design, every element is distributed around the layout to bring balance. The key is to make sure nothing on your page feels too heavy. So my first layout here is a symmetrical pattern, which some of you could have guessed. Symmetrical patterns, you really can't go wrong. Even if you freestyle it, the key is to make sure everything is the same on both sides, right? So here, I kept all the mats the same color to make it simple, especially since my grid paper is very loud. So yeah, if you have a very loud color, it might make sense to make the mats a simpler color. And you can see I used the Canterbury die borders on each side of the page. Now let's take a look at a version of this that is not balanced. So when this page came up just now, did your eye automatically go to that bottom left corner? It's probably because that part seems a little heavy on this page. There's nothing else to really balance it out. There are the two Canterbury dies on the right side, but they're turned the other direction. There's only two of them, and they're kind of raised up a little higher, so it kind of makes it seem unbalanced. It's not really rotating around the whole page, and so the Canterbury dies feel really heavy on this layout because they're taking away the attention from your photos. Now that I'm back to this symmetrical layout again, it probably feels a little better. It is more balanced and the photos get equal attention along with the Canterbury borders. So make sure, especially when you're using dies on a symmetrical layout, that they are across from each other equally on both sides and that they both use the same colors because you don't want them stealing the attention from the rest of your layout. Alright, this is another symmetrical layout with the crisscross die collection. So all the adventure dies, so that's including this one, the X Factor, Diamond Mine, Sweetheart. If you pay attention, I would say 99% of the pages that use these dies are all symmetrical. Even if we didn't use the whole collection and used just like one die, they're pretty much still symmetrical, and it's because they are more balanced that way. They don't tend to work as well if there's only one on a layout, or if there's two but one's vertical and the other one's turned horizontally or something. You want to make sure to bring balance to your page and to help give your photos more attention to make sure that these kind of dies are balanced, such as on this layout. I do also want to bring your attention to the photos on this layout. So right in the center, you can see it's the only close-up photo on this page, which is great. I think it makes a great focal point. It doesn't detract from everything else. So one part that makes your pages balanced is the photos you choose. So if you look at the four corners here, you may notice that Jody used the same person in all four of these photographs. That may not be the case every time, but I do think it helps bring balance, especially since she has that pink jacket, which can be really distracting. But here you can see that pink jacket in the middle and in all four corners as well. So the color in your photographs is important. Also, if you look, I just have the two corners highlighted because if you notice in these two, she's sort of a little bit closer in these ones than in the other two photos if I were to flip the circles to the other two corners. So distance is important. So if I had both of her from the same distance on one side, that one side might feel slightly heavier than the other side. So they're placed diagonally to bring balance to the page. So the distance of your subject also plays a role in the balance of your whole page. And if you look at the rest of the design spots, Jody used the opportunity to show more landscape photographs. You notice there's not really any people in there except for on the ski lift, but they're pretty far away and there's really not much distracting colors from them. So this is another way to bring balance. Have people in some and then maybe the landscape in the others in an evenly distributed way. Right here I have what I consider a radial balance design. So these are designs where all the elements rotate around the center. And I know on this page I have the X Factor die again, and just a bit ago I said I mostly use these adventure level dies for mainly symmetrical layouts, but another kind of layout I use them a lot on is on the radial layouts, or you can go to our pattern gallery and take a look at our pinwheel patterns. Those are the ones with the radial designs, and I find again that the adventure level dies work well, or some of them work well, not all of them, with this kind of design. So as mentioned before, on a radial pattern you're going to have the center. So here I have a 2x2 block. Sometimes on some of the patterns it's even up to a 4x4 block in the middle. And on a radial design, you see I have the 2x4 X Factor dies rotating around the outer sides of this pattern. And I also use the 4x4 X Factor dies next to it so you can see how all of these elements rotate evenly around the center, which helps create balance. So on a radial design, it is certainly important to make sure everything's evenly going all the way around the layout, because here, if you look in that top right corner, or if you look at the page in general, all of a sudden it feels unbalanced. And the two X Factor dies next to each other seem really heavy on this layout. So be sure to make sure if you decide to do radial design that everything is evenly around the center. Now that I'm back to the original design, you probably feel a little more at ease because now everything is balanced, nothing feels off. So remember, if something feels really heavy on your layout, it probably means it needs to be balanced better. So on the first look of this pattern, it may not seem like a radial balanced design. And in fact, on the pattern gallery, this is considered a 2-column layout because if you split this one in the middle, it has 2 different columns on each side. All right, but the reason why I consider this a radial layout is because this spread has 4 different sections. So right now I have a circle around 2 of them, and you can see that these 2 sections here are rotations of each other, and they use the same elements and have everything kind of going in the opposite direction from one another to create balance. Now I have the other 2 sections highlighted, and again you can see how they are sort of rotational of each other as well. So basically on a radial layout, you generally have 4 different sections and they're all rotating, and that's what helps create the balance of this layout. Another thing I want to note is color. So the color, along with your photos and the shapes, also needs to be balanced. So on this layout, you see that big orange striped pattern paper right in the middle. So say I kept that in the middle and then everything else was just the cream. This page might seem a little bit unbalanced because I have this very bright color right in the center, and it would take away the attention from everywhere else, especially since it is so bright. So to balance that big strip in the middle, I also decided to put this bright orange paper on the other sections of this page as well. So you can look at the top left and bottom right, the orange is incorporated there, plus in the two corners, in the two opposite corners, I used it to cut out those little heart dies. And I didn't want it to be completely heavy on the page because I think the orange would have been overwhelming otherwise. But keep in mind that color also needs to be balanced, and color would be on your paper, would include the ones on your paper and also the color in your photos as well. All right, this next layout is an asymmetrical balanced page. This is the trickiest one. You're basically creating a more puzzle layout, which some people like it, some people don't really love the asymmetrical patterns as much. But basically the trick is, again, to make sure there's nothing that looks or seems too heavy on the layout. You know you have a balanced layout when everything seems even, basically. The only thing on this page I would say is a little heavy is the cactus flower photo because it's this really bright red, but I could balance it out by making a second layout and also putting a bright red flower on that page, and that would help kind of balance it out. If you decide to create an asymmetrical pattern by using either the patterns on the gallery or freestyling, which a lot of you freestyle tend to do the puzzle look, you definitely want something that is uniform. So here what's uniform is this teal color I have on the layout, and that helps bring balance. I have it distributed at different parts of the layout so it doesn't look too heavy with the teal. So usually when you're creating your own patterns, it's pretty easy to want to put all your die cuts together in the same spots, but I find doing that makes the page feel unbalanced because right here you have that top left and that bottom right, and they feel very heavy because all the colors got, all that teal color got put in those two corners, and there's really not much going on in the middle. There's nothing to really draw your eye in the middle because that aqua color is not distributed evenly, and plus the dies take up a lot of, they actually have a heavier weight than photos because they stand out a little more, so it definitely helps to distribute all your elements around the layout so that it can be more balanced. Now that I'm back to the original layout, do you feel at ease? Does it feel more balanced to you? It's probably because the aqua color, again, is distributed evenly and it doesn't feel too heavy. So on this page, if you look on the top, there's that bright red area with the portrait, which could easily take over the entire layout. Now it is meant to be the focal point, so your eye is supposed to draw there first, but then you continue putting other elements on your page so your eye will be drawn around the layout. So in this case, Tammy also put that same red paper in the two bottom corners here to help draw your eye around the rest of the layout. This layout also has two sections of these strip shapes. So on the top left corner it says snow day, and that easily could have been very heavy looking on the page, but Tammy on the right side put a strip of pattern paper to balance those two sections out. And I also want to point out on the right side you have that column, there's the little boy standing in the snow, and then that photo continues. Imagine if that piece of pattern paper wasn't there, that would all be blank white, and then that would seem really heavy on the layout because it has a huge contrast from everything else. So Tammy put that pattern paper there in that spot to tone down that section, because like I said, otherwise if that was all just that white space, that would seem really contrasting and again very heavy and make the page unbalanced. Alright, we have reached the end of the video, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching and taking the time to learn about balance. This is a great design principle, and it's important to think of it whether you decide to use one of our page patterns or freestyle your page. So I challenge you guys, when you're starting to scrapbook for your next several pages, to think about how you can balance it with your photos and your colors and your embellishments and die cuts. And you can come back to this video easily. If you click the like button, it'll go to your liked videos playlist so you can get to it fast if you need to. Alright, and also if you have any questions about balance, please ask them in the comments below. I love to answer your questions. And let me know also in the comments below if you want to see more of these designing layout videos. I have more design principles we can talk about, so definitely let me know in the comments if you have enjoyed watching this balance video, and also if you would like to see more design ideas to enhance your Mosaic Moments layouts. Alright, that is everything for today. Again, I hope you enjoyed learning about balance and that you'll have fun scrapbooking at home. I'll see you next time.